Imagine being known by millions as one of the most charming and beloved actors in the world, yet carrying a pain inside that nobody sees. That is the story of Tom Selleck, a man whose life looks perfect on the outside, but behind the camera, there is a heartbreak that most people do not know about. From his iconic mustache to his unforgettable roles in movies and television, Tom Selleck became a household name. But as he turns 80, the reality of his life is far more complicated than the fame and applause suggest. Tom Selleck was born in 1945 in Detroit, Michigan. As a kid, he loved sports and dreamed of being an athlete. But fate had something else in store. He discovered acting in high school and quickly realized he had a gift for it. By his 20s, he was moving to Los Angeles, hoping to make it big in Hollywood. But Hollywood is not always kind. Early in his career, Tom faced rejection after rejection. Casting directors often said he did not fit the mold. It was frustrating and at times heartbreaking. But he did not give up. And then came the role that changed everything, Magnum P.I. Magnum P.I. was not just a television show. It was a cultural phenomenon. Tom Selleck's portrayal of Thomas Magnum, a private investigator with charm, courage, and that famous mustache, made him an icon. He became the face of the 1980s, loved by fans all over the world. But here is the truth, fame came with its own kind of loneliness. While millions cheered for him on screen, Tom struggled with personal challenges off-screen. Fame brought attention, but it also brought pressure, scrutiny, and a life that often felt very private and isolated. Behind the camera, Tom's life was not always easy. His first marriage ended, and like many, he had to learn that relationships in the spotlight are difficult to protect. Even though he found love again, life tested him in ways that no one could see from the outside. One of the hardest moments of his life came from loss. Tom's parents, close friends, and even some of his colleagues passed away over the years. He experienced grief and heartbreak that no amount of fame could fix. And yet, he kept going. It is this side of Tom Selleck that makes his story so tragic and so human, because while the world saw a confident, happy man, the real Tom had battles that fame could never erase. Even after Magnum P.I., Tom's career was not always smooth. Many roles he wanted did not come through. Hollywood is famous for giving and taking away opportunities, and Tom felt that personally. But he never stopped working. He appeared in movies, guest starred in shows, and later became part of new hit series. Yet the heartbreak of missed opportunities stayed with him. And there is another part of his story that surprises many: health challenges. At 80, Tom is not as young and strong as he once was. He has faced physical challenges, injuries, and the natural toll of time. But through all of it, he keeps showing up, doing what he loves. Tom's family has been both a source of joy and pain. He has a son and a daughter whom he loves deeply. But even family life was not immune to struggle. There were moments when balancing work and family felt impossible. And heartbreak does not always come from the outside world. It can come from within. Tom has spoken about regrets, times he wishes he had been a better father, a better husband, or simply spent more time with those he loved. That self-reflection is part of what makes his story so moving. It reminds us that no matter how successful someone appears, everyone carries their own sorrow and their own story of loss. Despite all the hardships, Tom Selleck's legacy is undeniable. He made people laugh, cry, and feel inspired through his acting. He created characters that still live in our hearts. But here is the tragedy: fame and talent did not shield him from the human experience of pain. He lived it quietly, often alone, while the world cheered for him. That is why, as Tom Selleck turns 80, his story is both inspiring and heartbreaking. He teaches us an important lesson: even those who seem to have it all are not immune to life's struggles. Everyone has a story behind the smile, a battle behind the eyes, and a heartbreak behind the fame. So, the next time you see a movie or television show with Tom Selleck, remember, the man behind the mustache has carried pain, loss, and challenges that most people will never know. And yet, he continues to face life with strength, dignity, and a quiet courage that is beyond words. Tom Selleck's journey is a reminder that life is never perfect, but it is how we keep going, even in the face of heartbreak, that truly defines us.